because it's Satan.
Your 13%.
I know. It's so good. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we're the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. Prophesy and return to Messiah and His Heavenly Son. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles out in New York, Great Millstone, GMS. Honors to all out around the planet, lifting up the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. No further ado, we're just going to jump straight into it. You got it, brother. And Salaki, if you see me sitting back, my back is under attack by Satan. So please forgive me. Because this motherfucker shit hurt.
Yeah, brothers. Yeah, the body is really being attacked, and that's like I'm trying to set up my device too.
Yeah, take your time, brother.
This contains proportional such thing. Yeah, Yeah, Esau coming out with all these new. There we go.
Gotta get away to default that shit.
The fuck. Rotate device, change string orientation. God damn.
I know, because it changed my orientation too. That's the reason why it's the way it is. And I'm not playing with it. I'm not going that hard to go mess with it.
Yeah, it's lucky, man. But yeah, man, we just in the spirit, man, we just talking about, just different things going on in the body and in Israel, prophecy, women, the typical things that brothers talk about through the spirit. And we just prophesying the end of America because we're the men of the Lord.
That's right. And America's going down.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And fast.
I mean, really fast.
Very fast.
See, when we men of the Lord, we speak on it, we put our videos up, and we speak our, scriptures and, breaking down evidences to the Spirit. Mm-hmm. The Most High is above that. And the Lord is done with Esau, Edom. The Lord is done with the 2/3. The Lord has been done with them. Mm-hmm. The difference is His will must be done, and He knows the total gambit of time in every single area. We don't. All right? But the Most High said, when you see parts of the signs pass, know it's the very same time that I'm coming to destroy the earth that He made.
Yeah.
And that's the time that we're living in right now.
It's rude. I can pull that real quick. You got something up?
I'm just holding Isaiah 32. That's a good one, though, brother.
Yeah, I'm finna pull this Second Edges real quick. Second Edges 9, since the elder brother mentioned it. This is the book of Second Edges, the 9th chapter, and I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, And he answered me and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the parts of the signs pass, which
He didn't see all of it.
Yeah, he says, and when thou seest part of the signs
just
pass.
Some of it.
It says, seest part of the signs pass, which I've told thee before. Then thou shalt well understand that this is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, and what we're seeing right now, we got this whole tension between Hamas, or Hezbollah, which is a proxy of Iran. We're seeing them basically bomb the Israelis at this time, which we believe through the spirit that that's an inside thing. Because if you understand like how the Israelis go, they lock, stock, and barrel when it comes to beefing up security. So they had to be an inside thing. But that's Yahweh Shai stirring up the host of the battle. Yeah. Because his will is to bring the nations into subjection and to do his will. Okay, so World War III, which the men of the Lord have been prophesied since the beginning of time, to be honest with you, because you've had prophets since before, during the time of the garden, you had men of the Lord prophesied on the very end. Okay, and we're in that time now that Yahweh Shai is making moves, man. You see, so this is why we're set forth to push the gospel and to, give the hopeful elect the hope that deliverance is nigh. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it says, then, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people of the world, when you seeing all types of uproars, earthquakes, all right, tsunamis, skirmishes, proxy wars, man. You got 33 nations or countries that's in war right now, man. Okay? You got fucking earthquakes, you got tsunamis, you got what do you call those little skirmishes, man? You got class wars, man, civil wars. Okay, you got the migrants that's crossing the borders, which we believe that those are military men that's set up to replace the current military in Babylon, because we know that they're going to reinstate the draft, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of.
So you have a lot that's going on, man. And it says then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Because remember, when you go into Isaiah, it tells you that the Most High spoke of these things before the world began, roughly paraphrasing it. And now he declared things before they come. I declared the end from the beginning.
Yeah, kind.
So when the beginning was in place, the Most High already foretold the end.
Yep.
Through his prophets, through his men.
Yeah. And notice it said, "You shall well understand," meaning it's not gonna be a fucking debate about what's happening. You know, like there's a video the brother reposted of some Edomite talking about this is not prophecy coming to pass. This is the elites trying to force prophecy to come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
And no, man. Yes, the elites are trying, but it's all up to Yahweh Shai, man. These are the times that he ordained that everything's going to come to pass. You know?
Right, and because the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the elites are not trying to force anything, because if the elites was trying to force prophecy to come to pass, they would negate it because they would try to change it.
Yeah.
But they can't change it because the scriptures say that the Most High, the heart of the king is with the Most High, and he turneth soever he willeth.
Right.
You know?
That's right, man.
All right. And reading over here, matter of fact, give me the book of Isaiah, no, not Isaiah 32. Give me Isaiah 34 and start at verse 1. But I'm going to finish reading this. It says, "Then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had the beginning and the end is made manifest." And how is the end manifest? For one thing, the men of the Lord out there speaking. The fact that when Yahweh Shai mentioned, he said that there should be no sign given to you but that of Jonah the prophet. That should be the only sign given, and we represent the prophets. We're out here, we're speaking. This is the sign.
Yep.
The fact that we're out there on the highways and the hedges, pushing the word, proclaiming our people to wake up, okay, cursing out the wicked of our people, you know what I'm saying, and going into the prophecies, etc. That shows right there that this is the end. You know, because, hey, when the prophets came on the scene in the ancient world, and they saw him, they said, "Well, does thou come in peace?"
Yeah, come on.
Because when you see a prophet, is one or two things, either to anoint a king or to tell you to repent, or you're gonna get fucked up, man.
Yeah, come on.
But in this case, it's terrifying because you have prophets in every major province in Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is the place that Yahweh Shai has the alt with, man.
Right.
Okay. And it reads here, it says, "Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, ending in effects and signs." This coming new moon Shabbat, they got a solar eclipse. This coming Saturday.
Oh,
it's going to be a solar eclipse. Yup. It's going to be a partial of totality that we can see in this area. But I think like in parts of Cali down to Texas, they're going to see like the full totality of it.
Gotcha.
And then going next year around the so-called Jewish holidays, they're going to have that full totality again.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have, like, I believe, a couple of blood moons next year too.
Yeah, that major one in the spring, April, March, April time. That's that X coming across America from that 2017 when we had 7 years apart.
Yep. And the Tha and the Ah, because if you look at it, it's an X as well. X is out, which is the Tha in Hebrew, but also when you look at the side, it looks like a Cyrus A, which is the Ah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely the Lord making a mark on this place.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
And it reads, and it says, "And everyone that should be saved and should be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed," man. Okay, because the Lord said that your faith possess you your souls. So this is not the time to get weak. This is not the time to start bugging out, teaching false doctrines, man.
Yeah.
Like you got a bunch of reprobates in Israel right now that's going straight left.
Yeah.
Calling on the name of the Lord, Kakakuma, Boriah, whatever the fuck these niggas are talking about, man.
Wow.
Just straight madness, bro.
Yeah, this is the worst time to start going off, man.
Yeah.
It's like one of those nights you can't sleep, then you don't get tired till you got to go to work. That's the worst time, man. To actually get sleepy, man. Your ass got to go to work now. That's you people. You know, thinking that you got time to bullshit and vary off in different doctrines, man. You don't. You know.
Well, the scriptures say in a lot of times many should depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Yep.
So you have to have the understanding that there will be false prophets. This is supposed to happen. You know, by we being so close, you gotta understand the spiritual demon Satan is at work overtime to try to overthrow our belief. But like Yahweh Shai said, he said, look, if very possible they can deceive the very elect. but it's not possible. So these men are really doing themselves a disservice, but the Lord, the deceiver and the deceiver is. You know, so at the end of the day, brother, it's going to be to no avail.
Kind.
We just have to continue to keep forth and push forth and teach the word, man.
That's right.
And let the Lord do the heavy lifting.
That's right, bro.
All right. What you got?
Isaiah 34.
Yeah, you can start at verses 1. We'll go into that, and then we'll kind of switch topics a little bit.
Kind. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations.
It says upon all nations. So when you're seeing the tensions in the Middle East, you got 33 nations that's at war right now. Okay. How many countries on the planet Earth?
Over like 180.
180 some countries, man. Okay. And sooner than later, those major countries will be in war because we foretold the economic collapse. Then you got BRICS nations, which is set to go online with their currency at the beginning of the year, which when the American dollar collapsed, there's going to be a global collapse, and that's going to lead all these nations that depended on the dollar to go into war to fight for a better currency, man. And really, America is going to do it because they have to defend their hegemony.
Right.
Because the U.S. dollar is the only thing they really have backing their superiority in the world. Because nobody's threatened by the American military anymore. Right. Okay, you got a bunch of transmissions, you got a bunch of momos, you got a bunch of degenerates in the military, so they're not really so much worried about that. But the money is what's keeping them in some type of power. So they're going to war behind this U.S. dollar, man.
Yep. You know, it says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Yeah, the mountains goes into governments, man. Okay, blood is symbolic to the amount of death that our Lord is going to bring to the planet Earth, man. Okay, because right now, like we said, tensions is on high. Okay, the whole Palestinian conflict with those gutter rats, which they're not the true people of the book, man. You know, when you go into Albert Pike's foretelling the 3 world wars, the whole concept of World War I and II to overthrow the Russian czars was to implant those small hats in our land under the Balfour Declaration under propagation. Like they was already trying to put the small hats in our land in the land before World War I, man.
Right.
But they needed some type of global conflict in order to justify passing a particular paperwork to declare those people or declare Israel a state in 1948. Which is complete fucking madness, man.
Right.
You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Right, it says all the hosts of heaven should be dissolved, and the heavens should be rolled together as a scroll, meaning a mushroom cloud. Like if you brothers seen the movie Oppenheimer when they showed the detonation of the atom bomb, that was considered a mushroom cloud, and this is what the prophet Isaiah saw in the vision, man. Okay, he saw the nuclear missiles being detonated, and he described it as a scroll because he didn't have the particular terminology at the time that was written of ICBM nuclear missiles.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, so the prophets oftentimes had to write what, or wrote, or describe, or write what they were describing. You know. Go ahead.
It says, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine. And as falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
And what is the sword that it's talking about?
That's the ICBM missiles. And it says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And when you look at the ICBM missiles, they have to go way out to basically damn near low Earth orbit. And they communicate with satellites. And then they get a further targeting sequence, and they go down to its target, man. And one ICBM can spit out multiple nukes, man.
Yeah.
So when they go before they hit a target, they go all the way up, and then they come down like an arc. You know, when you see it, Russia's gonna launch it from the ground. It's gonna go all the way up in the atmosphere, and then it's gonna break apart and go to its second stage.
Yeah.
You know.
You got what they call missile guidance systems, man. You know,
Yeah.
you got the body, you got the heads, and you got the guidance system.
Yeah.
And ultimately, what happens in that aspect is when they donate in the atmosphere, they create what they call like a EMP effect. Like the shit just destroys everything and neutralizes everything, man. Power and so forth, man. So when the missiles are shot on this place, hey, like the scriptures tell you, man, it says it should be like the Garden of Eden before them, but destruction.
Yeah.
Because hey, when they come over the horizon, man, it's gonna be brightness and it's gonna be like stars falling from heaven.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be horrific, man. And you people, you're gonna get caught up in it. Starting with you false prophets, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm realizing like the Most High, what He's doing with a lot of these Israelite groups, a lot of these men that defected from us, He's taking the spirit off them.
Yeah.
Okay, like you got these clowns out there in Mississippi talking about the name of the Lord is Gaku. What did he say?
Grand Kakamar.
Grand Kakamar, some shit. Grand Kakamar. And when you see the counters of these demons, you can tell that they got a dark counters on them. You know what I'm saying? You can see that the spirit is not really with these guys, man. And we've said it. We said, watch what's going to happen. These men are going to come together and they're going to start coming against each other like reservoir dogs. Because, see, when you have a group of individuals that come together out of wickedness and hate and malice, that shit never lasts, bro.
Yeah, ever.
Like all the men, they never agree with one each other. They don't even like each other. They've never agreed on anything outside of hating Great Millstone.
Mm-hmm.
They say, you know what, brother? We gonna squash our differences and we gonna come together from hate for those niggas.
Right, right.
Even though we don't agree on the doctrine, we can't agree on the name. We don't even like each other. But the fact we hate these men for whatever bullshit reason,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna come together on that.
Right.
But the scriptures is against that, man, because the scriptures say can two walk together unless they be agreed.
Right, right. And he's like them guys from the heist in the Dark Knight with the Joker, man.
Yeah.
They all got together to rob the bank, but they was all wicked, man. What did they end up doing? They ended up turning on each other, man.
Exactly.
You know.
God. Anyway, you got any more on that?
That's about it on that one, man.
All right, well, shit, man, we're going to switch topics a little bit. Give me the book of Jeremiah 5 and start at verses 1.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, it's not going to be a long lesson, man. It's just on the fly. But basically, man, it's a lot of wickedness going on in Israel, and this is foretold to happen before the end.
Mm-hmm. Take verse 1.
Start at verse 1, yep.
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it.
Right, so when we go out to the streets, the broad places, the highways and the byways, man, we're seeking men that have a like mind like ourselves, man. Okay, that come in the doctrine, that have a sincere spirit and approach to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. See, a lot of guys come into this thing because it's something to do.
Right.
They want to fit in with something. They want to feel accepted.
Yeah.
But see, most jakes, they don't count the cost. Okay, because Yahweh Shai say, hey, what men build a house and don't count the cost? If you build a house, you got to know how much you got to pay the laborers. You got to know how much the bricks are going to cost. You got to know how much the foundation. And that's just the outside structure.
Right.
You know, people want to spend money on the house, so therefore you want granite countertops, you want fucking marble floors, you want marble bedroom, whatever you want. Yeah. You got to count the cost, because none of the shit is cheap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And most men, they don't count the cost coming to this faith.
That's right.
And they do themselves a disservice because eventually they get bitter with it and then they fall out. It's the reason why you're having a bunch of heresies now.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, it says, and though they say, the Lord Yahweh liveth, surely they swear falsely. O Lord Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved.
Right, the Lord is judging niggas, man. The Lord is showing that he's dealing with the men of the Lord. The Lord is bringing judgment on the planet Earth. Okay, he's bringing the prophecies to pass. Okay, and it's finding out that the men of the great millstone and follows the likewise doctrine, these men have been on point. But yet, Jake is still scoffing. Like you had them other bug outs that left for war now. Basically, they're going to say, look, man, we apologize to the elders. How you going to bless us in one sentence, then curse us in the next? They still think we're a bunch of wicked scribes and Pharisees, but yeah, you apologizing to us.
Right.
If we wicked, then nigga, why you apologizing to us then, man?
Yeah.
Oh, we just want to say y'all were right about them. So if we were right about these niggas, and that's a low level, what make you think we're not right about everything else we bring out?
Right.
You gonna bless a man then curse him in the same sentence. That's against the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Man, the Lord gonna destroy all these wicked ass niggas, man. Either you following Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kadosh, in truth and sincerity, or you're not. There's no gray area. Ain't no in between. So fuck them. You got it, brother.
Keep going.
And it says, verse 3 again, O Lord Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return.
Right, because we out there, we're teaching, we're bringing out the commandments, we're showing the holy word, and Jake is scoffing, man. Jake hear the word, they revolt even more.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want nothing to do with that.
Right.
That's that Bible, brother. I don't believe in that shit, bro.
Right.
I believe in Jesus. What y'all talking about? Hey, you can break the name of the Lord down to nigga, and he still is gonna scoff up against it.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Verse 4, it says, Therefore I said, surely these are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of the Lord Yahweh, nor the judgment of their power. I will get me unto the great men, and I will speak unto them.
And who are the great men?
Those are the elect.
The hope for righteous elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Bashem Kadosh.
It says, For they have known the way of the Lord Yahweh and the judgment of their power, but these have altogether broken the yoke and burst the bonds.
Perfect.
It says, Wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evenings shall spoil them. A leopard shall watch over their cities.
This is why them niggas are scared of Esau, bro. This is why niggas are afraid of the so-called white man. You know, white. You go in the hood, like right now, we in a decent area, so you don't really see patrol cars and none of that shit. But you go down, you remember we did the video going down Prospect?
Yeah.
Bro, you got squad cars every 5 to 10 minutes. They're in patrol because they got to keep tabs on niggas, man.
Yeah.
And what's the first thing Jake do when they see the cops? They throw the bag, throw the guns, and then they run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord set up, like the scriptures call his ass a leopard, man, because a leopard is swift in movement. They're very subtle and they're very swift.
Very cunning, yes.
Very cunning, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, A leopard shall watch over their cities. Every one that goeth out thence shall be torn in pieces, because their transgressions are many, and their backslidings are increased.
Right, so the Most High didn't sick Esau on them niggas because they were innocent. He sick them on them because they were doing wickedness, man. That's why he said, I should provoke you with the foolish nation. You know? I anger you with that, man, because, hey, Esau Edom, bro, he has Jake's number. You know? And with you false prophets out there, what you don't understand is the fact that you come up against the man of the Lord, you're going to have to, hey, you going to FEMA camps too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But your thing is, you're not going to be delivered. The angel ain't gonna smite you on the side and say lace up the sandals and get the fuck out of here and go back to the marketplace and tell you niggas are gonna get tortured, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna get that Saul treatment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanna see you call on Cucamonga Cracker, whatever fucking God that you niggas are praying to. We wanna see you call on them entities in that day and see if they gonna deliver you, man.
Yeah.
Like it tells you in Judges, it says, look, call on your gods to deliver you in that day. Don't call on me, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, brother.
Get the book of Jeremiah 14:8, man. Start at 14. And Shalom Akim to the Aquathium on the comment board. How about you, man? Shai Barakatham to you brothers out there and you sisters, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 14, starting at verse 8. It says, O the hope of Israel, the Savior, therefore, in the time of trouble, why shouldest thou be as a stranger in the land, and as a wayfaring man that turneth aside to tarry for a night? Why shouldest thou be as a man astonished, as a mighty man that cannot save? Yet thou, O Lord Yahweh, art in the midst of us, and we are called by thy name. Leave us not. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto this people, thus they have loved to wander, they have not refrained their feet. Therefore the Lord Yahweh doeth not accept them.
Right, they love to wander, man. Okay, they love to go into the ways of different perverse gods, man. You know, Jake worshiped different deities all the time. Jake worshiped their women, Jake worshiped their vehicles, They worship Jesus Christ. They worship Allah. They worship all types of madness, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake worship everything outside of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Like a big thing today among black women, bro, is that they call this shit spirituality or ancestor worship, which is all witchcraft.
Yeah.
You see, women do that because it's a sense of control and power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they would do anything in their power to not come under a righteous man of the Lord.
Yeah.
This is why they go left hand with all the witchcraft bullshit, because they felt that there's power in that femininity nonsense.
Any woman that tells you that she's spiritual, just know
she's a witch.
Over 100 bodies at least.
That's right.
A lot of those women, when they had that many dicks, they get demons on them, and they start seeking something outside of themselves, you know, and they get into that nonsense, you know. But a lot of people that are so-called spiritual are gonna try to call on some type of power in the day of calamity.
That's right.
And they're gonna get destroyed, man. You know. Like I did the lesson about the woman that got, you know, ravaged, and she went to cry for help. A man came to help her. That man grabbed her and did the same thing to her, man. The man that was supposed to rescue her.
Well, they got something today called out there in California, man. It's something called Ebony Alert, because a lot of black women are coming up missing.
Oh, for real?
Out in California, yeah. A lot of women getting caught up in sex trafficking. Well, see, a lot of you exploit yourselves and put yourselves on these websites. You on OnlyFans, you know, you on Backpage has been done away with, but you on these particular websites, man, selling your ass out there. You think you finna meet a Waka Flocka type cat, and all of a sudden an Eater might come and grab your ass up and stuff you in a suitcase, man.
Yeah.
You know, like about them two bitches out in California that died like a block apart. He cut one bitch up, man. He killed him, and you know, allegedly a date. She invited a guy over, and he put her to death.
Yeah.
It happened to two women, man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, the Lord is out here like that, man. Cause y'all been saying for 30 years how you could do bad out by yourself. Well, go ahead, bitch. You know. We go back. This is Jeremiah, chapter 14. It says, I'll read verse 10 again. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto his people, thus they have loved to wander, they have not refrained their feet. Therefore the Lord Yahweh doeth not accept them. He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me."
Break it down, bro. Yeah, just break that down.
It says, "Therefore the Lord Yahweh doeth not accept them. He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins." So all of the wickedness that y'all have been doing, y'all have been going around like the Lord ain't counting this shit up, man. But the Lord is counting it up, and in that day, He's gonna remember all of them and bring them back up on you, man. And a lot of you women have got a lot of points against yourself in this thing, man.
That's right.
Y'all been scoffing at all kind of men. A lot of y'all got a bunch of men set up, you know. A lot of people have been going about their day smoking blunts, scoffing at men of the Lord, you know. This is the time of recompense, basically. The entire tab is being called the entire debt, man. You know, like in the finance world, they got something called maturities. That means you owe the whole thing right now. You know, we're not accepting a small interest payment. We want the whole thing, and that's what the Lord is getting ready to do.
Yeah.
You know. When it says,
well, because you know the Lord, He wants it back in blood, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord is all about, you know what I'm saying, bringing judgment. That's why when you're going back into the book of Isaiah 34th chapter, when He made the analogy of fat bulls and goats, that was representation of an altar. Because what happens when you sacrifice what on the altar? There's different members, different creatures, man, and you people are representation of those animals that the Lord is getting ready to sacrifice.
Yeah, God.
You know.
Wow. It says, verse 11, "Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, Pray not for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry."
Right, when they fast, the Lord will not hear their cry, man, okay? Because, like, you give up different seances to particular guys. Even you would, and it's really talking about a lot of you guys in the truth, man. You know, and it's a damn shame that you have all this prophecy taking place on the planet Earth right now as we speak, but yet men are still fixated on their brand. Right. They still want to bring in Israelites based on alkaloids, so to speak. Like, where's nobody talking about World War III? Why nobody talking about the MOTB? Why is nobody talking about the economic collapse? Why is nobody talking about the name of the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but instead to seek to destroy the name of the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
That right there, you should question that, man.
Right.
You know, so when you call on the Lord in that day, the Lord ain't gonna hear your prayers, man.
Yeah.
Why should he hear your prayers when you've been fucking around?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you got tassels and fringes on your t-shirt and call on the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and call yourself a high priest doesn't mean that the Lord is really dealing with you.
Right.
Okay? The Lord is dealing with the lowly, the humble, and the meek.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the men that has been overlooked and has been trampled underfoot. The Lord is dealing with the lowly, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, brother.
That's right. It says, verse 12, when they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept them.
Oblation, what is an oblation? It's a drink offering.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you know how when niggas back in the day, they say, hey, I pour out something for my dead homies?
Yeah.
That's an oblation. Basically, it's like a drink offering to your God. But in that case, Jake was worshiping the dead. Because your dead homies ain't drinking, nigga. He's dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't pour out no malt liquor to a dead nigga that got shot up. He ain't drinking it, man. Okay, but your sacrifices, your churches, all the shit you're worshiping, your gods, the Lord is not hearing that, man. The Lord ain't hearing that Kukamak, whatever the hell that damn God name is that, man. And you got niggas defending that shit. I just want to bug out, gonna comment on a brother Mike or Olive page and say, you don't know what you up against. No, nigga, you don't know what the fuck you up against, man.
Wow.
Talking that shit, bro. And you know what? I can't wait. If the Most High give me that fucking spiritual power, man, you niggas better get the fuck out the way, man.
That's very
Cause
good.
we tired of you fucking niggas out there, man.
Man.
With your wickedness, man.
Jumping over.
You got a lot of mouth behind the motherfucking comment board, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Talking shit, man. You have no fucking clue on what men have to sacrifice to put their life on the line for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. And you fucking clowns want to talk your shit, man.
That's right.
That's alright. When we get that power, we gonna see every last one of you fucking niggas out there. And I'm with that shit. Like my man Merce said, if it wasn't for the mercy of the Lord, I would have been went upside one of you fucking niggas' heads, man. Straight up, bro.
Sounds about right.
Niggas irk me. We gotta be delivered from fucking niggas, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't Esau is one thing. You gotta be delivered from Jake, man. Because a nigga mad at the apostles, he want to change the whole doctrine around. Why aren't you prophesying the downfall? If you in a new covenant, nigga, what if you trying to get to the new covenant? Why aren't you talking about the so-called white man? You niggas haven't brought out a lesson on Esau since you niggas got kicked out the camp.
That's right.
GMS out of your mouth. GMS in your mouth. Damn, nigga. You fucked to G. Like, well, what the fuck, man? When you popping your woman, you got the elders playing in the background too? And it's the same fucking trend every time. Every time a nigga get kicked out or he leave, he start talking shit, and before you know it, his whole doctrine is fixated around scoffing us. Because that's all they got left, because the Lord took everything away from them, man.
Right.
So they can't focus on nothing but that. And when you see a man doing that, he's on his way out of here.
Yeah.
And a lot, hey, majority of you Israelites, majority of you gonna die.
That's right.
You're gonna straight die, man, alright? And we here to tell you you're gonna fucking die.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 12, when they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer a burnt offering and an oblation, I will not accept them.
So, hey, when the Most High start judging you and your families, don't call on the name of the Most High, nigga. You gonna call on the name of the Most High to the Most High smoking your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna call Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and a goddamn plane gonna fall through your fucking ceiling, man.